Quick question. Have you ever said, I know what I think, I just can't explain it? That's not always a language problem. That's a thinking in progress problem. Inside your head, everything sounds or feels amazing, very convincing, very deep. And then you try to explain it. Suddenly it's like, well, it's kind of, like the thing. Exactly. Here's the secret. Writing is where vague, unclear thoughts go to either become clear or get exposed. And some thoughts do not survive the writing process. That's normal. That's progress. Here's a metaphor for you to think about. Sometimes thinking without writing is like having 20 browser tabs open on your computer, and one of them is playing music in the background, but you don't know which one. And then writing forces you to close those tabs and then come to that one idea, one sentence, that one point that you really want to communicate. When thoughts stay in your head, they are often messy. And what writing does is force your brain to answer uncomfortable questions like, what do I actually mean? Or how does this idea connect to the next one? Or do I really believe this? Or does it just sound good? It's about knowing what you actually want to say. And this is especially powerful when you're writing in English as a second language, because you're not just learning vocabulary, you're learning how to organize ideas. You're learning how to choose the priorities and make your meaning visible. Underneath academic and professional writing, this is what I really teach: how to slow down and see your thinking processes, and how to communicate without guessing what you mean. Because when you learn to write, it also influences your speaking. And when you know what to say, conversations get easier and decisions feel less chaotic. That's why universities and researchers and professionals write so much. Not because they love writing essays, but because it's a way to organize thoughts and ideas so these can be communicated well, and it gives purpose and direction. Also, when you learn to write clearly in English, you're not just learning grammar. You're learning to structure arguments, you're learning to prioritize your ideas, and you're learning to think independently. However, writing isn't just about school or work. It's about learning how to think clearly so you can live more clearly. Welcome to Jackie's Homeroom, where you can join me on a journey that explores writing as an academic and professional tool for better communication in all areas of your life. Hope to see you here. Bye for now.